Happy morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are taking good care of your health. Dear children, a very hearty welcome to your very first class of English. And today we will be learning about poem 1, A Child's Thought by Robert Louis Stevenson. Dear children, in this poem, the poet has described the imagination of a child. Whenever you sleep, you see various dreams, right? And as in when you wake up, you realize that whatever you saw was just a dream. So over here, a child's beautiful imagination while he was dreaming is described very beautifully in this poem. So, we will read this poem, we will understand about it, and we will also see the new words from each stanza given here. So, let us start the poem. Stanza 1. At 7, when I go to bed, I find such pictures in my head. So, the child is sleeping at 7 in the evening, okay? And as in when he is sleeping, he has some pictures in his head. That means he has started dreaming. Castles with dragons prowling round. Gardens where magic fruits are found. So, what is the child watching while he is dreaming? He is watching that there are many castles and the dragons are prowling around. Means they are moving around quietly. They are flying quietly. There is a garden where there are magical fruits. Fair ladies present in a tower. The child saw that some beautiful ladies are present. Means उन्हें वहाँ पर कैद कर दिया गया है एक कैसल के बहुत ऊंचे टावर पे. Or lost in an enchanted bower. Something enchanted means something spelled with magic. Okay. So, while gallant horsemen ride by streams that border all this land of dreams, the child is dreaming about a fairyland with castles, with magical fruits, with dragons. I find so clearly in my head at 7 when I go to bed. Whenever the child is going to sleep, usually children sleep at 7 o'clock. Okay, हमें थोड़ी सी लेट हो जाती है, but usually 7 o'clock बच्चों को नींद आने लगती है. So while the child is sleeping, he started dreaming. Let us see the central idea of this poem. First of all, we will see the new words over here. The first word is castle. It is large, strong buildings with thick, high walls built by kings and queens. Castles in easy word is महल. Is it clear? जहाँ पर राजा and रानी रहते हैं. Then prowling. It means moving quietly and very carefully. After this we have enchanted. Means under a magic spell. Bower. It is a pleasant place in the shade under trees in a garden or woods. Woods means forest. It is a pleasant place. After this, gallant. Gallant means brave, bahadur. Streams means small narrow rivers, छोटी छोटी नदियां. Let us see the explanation of stanza in detail. In the first stanza, the child on going to bed imagines castles, dragons, magic fruits and gallant horsemen. In the second stanza, the child wakes up. We will come to it soon, okay? So dear children, in the first stanza what happens? As the child is going to bed, he is imagining all those things. Let us move on to the second stanza, then we will come back to this information, okay? So the second stanza. At 7, when I wake again. The child, when he is waking up at 7 in the morning, the magic land I seek in vain, means all those things he saw in the dream was not present around him. A chair stands where the cast frown. The carpet hides the garden ground. No fairies trip across the floor. Boots and not horsemen flank the door. जो भी उन्होंने ड्रीम में इमेजिन किया था, उन सारे प्लेसेस के बदले बेडरूम में जो भी नॉर्मल ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं वो चाइल्ड वहाँ पर देख पा रहे थे. He saw chairs, he saw his boots, he saw his normal bedroom. And what happened? He was amused कि मेरा magical dreamland कहाँ गया? जो मैंने imagine किया वो तो यहाँ पर है ही नहीं. And where the blue streams rippling ran is now a bath and water can. जहाँ पर उन्होंने रिवर्स देखी, स्ट्रीम्स देखी, उसके जगह पर क्या आ गया है? His own bathroom, and it has a water can with a bathtub. Is it clear? I seek the magic land in vain. Whatever he was seeking, जो वो देखना चाहते थे, वो सब वहाँ पर था ही नहीं. At 7 when I wake again. So as and when the child is waking up, all his dreams, all his imaginations are in vain. वो reality में वापस आ जाते हैं. Is it clear? Let us see the new words. Seek, to look for something, किसी चीज के लिए देखना. In vain means without success. Frowned, made a serious expression by bringing one's eyebrows close like this. Okay, when you make a very serious face, when you are very annoyed. Okay, so when you are making a frown face, your eyebrows come close. Okay. Flank, to have something on left or right side. Rippling means moving in very small waves. Is it clear? So now in the second stanza of the poem, it is all about how all the magic has disappeared, because as and when the child has woke up, all the dreams he saw were in vain, right? वो सारी चीज़ें उनके आसपास से disappear हो गई थी, उनकी imagination से वो reality में आ गए थे. So what all things he saw then? The magic land he was seeking was in vain. Everything was disappeared. Though the child wants to return to the magic land. He or she only sees commonplace objects such as a chair where the castle was located and हमारे कारपेट के बदले का क्या आ गया था? गार्डन, जहाँ पर उन्होंने गार्डन इमेजिन किया था. So where the child saw the garden, what was the garden? Garden किसके नीचे छुप गया था? From the place of the garden, the child saw the carpet. ऐसा हो सकता है. The child imagined that this can happen. मेरा जो garden है वो कारपेट के नीचे छुप गया हो. After that, instead of horsemen galloping on the edges of the magic land, there are booths by the door. Brave horsemen के बदले वहाँ पर उनके boots पड़े थे, means shoes पड़े थे. Instead of rivers, the child sees a bath and a watering can. वहाँ पर rivers के बदले उनका bathroom था. It is clear that the child transformed the objects in his or her room at night into magical objects. Means here the poet is concluding that the child in his dream imagined all the common objects as a magic place. Is it clear to you all? Fine. So now it's time for your happy learning. And what are you going to do? You will be writing this poem in your notebook with all the new words, and you will practice the poem, you will recite it. Okay, dear children, I will see you next time with a fresh lesson. Till then, read the poem, recite it, and start imagining your magic land. Bye, dear children. God bless you all.